Today I'd like to show you this microwave that I obtained about 8 years ago. It's built in the early 70s. It is called the Rada Range. Right now it's not working. I get a light turning on, but it doesn't sound like the microwave is actually heating up anything. But I took off the side panel. It took me a lot of work. There's a few rivets that were covered up by warranty void stickers, but once I got in here, this thing is huge. Well, big transformer right here, just a kind of size comparison. That is bigger than my hand. This microwave weighs about 60 pounds, and then the magnetron back here, danger high voltage. All the foam here is rotting, but I think that'll be fine for now. The problem, I think, is maybe a corroded wire or loose wire somewhere. Basically what happens is when I hit on, it doesn't turn on. Now I can hit light and the light will turn on. I'm not sure if it has to do with these dials. This one up here is up to 5 minutes, and then this one down here is up to 30 minutes. So you select, I want a minute, and you would hit start. Let's look at the safety features this thing has. There is a button here that does not allow you to hit start unless that's pressed in, and the door will press that in. And there's a little latch right here. Now when that's closed and you turn the microwave on, there's a little electromagnet that pulls something in the way so that this door cannot open while the microwave is on. All chrome. It's beautiful. Let's take a look at the back here. We have quality control. Here we go. Model number. That looks like an RR-4. I think it was made in 71. That's the date code right there, 71. Power consumption 1600 watts. Now I don't know what the power output is, but I'm gonna guess 600, maybe 800. Such an old unit. But let's hope I get this working. This thing's just beautiful. Alright, so I can't believe I found the problem so fast. If I zoom in and look at that sensor, notice that there's not a wire connected to that other one there. And notice there is a hanging wire right next to it. It looks like it just broke right off. I wonder if that's causing the problem. Get a light in there. Not really sure how to solder that back on. It's way in there. Well, I'll see what I can do. Alright, because I'm going to be digging in there with my hands, the first thing I want to do is make sure that capacitor is discharged. And that looks like the only capacitor that's in here. I'm pretty sure it is because of this resistor that it's wired across, but I'm just going to be sure and test it with my voltmeter. Everything else should be dead of power. I have it unplugged. Make sure it's unplugged. Now I wanted to also point something out. We are used to seeing a ground plug on the bottom of the two voltage lines. Now, when they originally designed the ground plug, it was supposed to be like this. But over time, people just liked it like this, and now that's pretty much how you see all plugs with ground facing down, like this one here. And now this was back in the 70s when ground was actually on top. And you might see in some older houses where ground is installed on top. Now that is the proper way. It's just people preferred it the other way around, and that's just how it's done now. But there is a original ground plug where ground is on top. I am probably going to replace this plug when I get a chance. It's starting to crack. It's almost 40 years old, so there you go. I just found something. It's one of the biggest bridge rectifiers I've ever seen in my life. That thing is huge. Basically what it does is it takes the AC voltage, rectifies it into a DC voltage. Let's see if I can get a good shot here. I got a little light here, so it's not that easy, but man, that's huge. Look at that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and try soldering that. Well, I still can't quite figure out what's wrong with this thing. I've resoldered that connection, I've tested some switches, made sure the timers actually worked, and the start switch made contact. I just don't know what to do. Alright, so I took a day break and thought about it, and I think I just found the problem. I went ahead and took off the top cover, which is also the side cover on the left. You know what? There's a second safety switch, and the lever that's supposed to hit it is bent. So I am very happy to see that this is bent, because that means that would probably be the reason why it wasn't turning on at all. So I'm gonna see what I can do about fixing this and clean it up a little bit. It looks pretty decent. Let's take a look at the top here. This is the motor to spin the stir. The radiation goes through here and underneath and hits this blade, which is not visible, but it's up in there, and that stirs around the microwave so that you have more even heating. And then this is the light bulb that lights up the inside of the microwave. This thing turns on just fine. This is the top of the magnetron here. So hopefully I didn't destroy anything while trying to fix it, but I think I did okay. Something I wanted to point out though, the top of the magnetron, coils here. Inside there is a glass tube with a rod inside. I've not seen that before. I'm not sure if that's standard with all microwaves. This is actually the first microwave I've ever taken apart. But yeah, there you go. Let's hope this works. Well, I just found the reason why this was coming off the hook. This spring is pretty damaged. This side is all bent up and this other side is completely missing. It's quite rusty, but I'm going to go ahead and try to just repair this spring. It doesn't need it, but it'd be nice to have this working. Otherwise, I'm going to have to put something heavy on here so that it has enough weight to hit this switch. This is supposed to be connected to something, and that would bring enough force to hit the switch. Right now, if I close the door, it's not gonna hit the switch, so I need some force. Yep, let's work on that now. There we go. I bent the spring on both ends and rehooked it. Hopefully it's not gonna rust up. I put some WD-40 on it to help it out. But everything seems to be working how it should now. I think this thing's going to be running tonight. Let's hope so. Okay, I have put the microwave back together. I am a little nervous. This thing probably hasn't been turned on in over 10 years. And it's just a big monster growling at me. Look at those teeth. But let's try this out. First I want to show you the light. I can turn the light on and off. That's kind of nice. I'm going to set this to 30 seconds and oh, that thing is cool. I like that. And the timer is working. Look at that. Timer's counting down. And you can see the thing spinning up in there. I just have a thing of water. I don't see any arcing, so that's good. And when it's done, it just shuts off. Now, the reason why it didn't ding or anything is because I turned the buzzer off. There's a switch underneath here. Let's see if it actually got warm. Oh, that's warm. 30 seconds. I like this. I'm very happy. I'm glad I fixed it. There you go, everyone. This is the Radarange RR-4, manufactured in 1971.